We're
You
live.
might want to put the game on the thing.
Oh, it is. Just give me a second. Begin intro.
Hey guys, this is James from Fourth Wall Reviews of the Purple Sombrero Discord. Uh, we're still playing the Stanley Parable, and the ending we have decided to save last, and I mean very last. Before you there,
Be good.
you there.
I'm here.
Before moving on to the extra content is the ending that takes 4 hours. We're not doing that one.
Yeah, we're
Not
not doing
today.
that one.
That will be the last ending we do. So
We're
look
doing
forward
it.
to sitting there in that mini game for 4 hours.
I guess we could do it. I could just set my mouse up with like one of those auto hotkey programs.
Auto what now?
A program that simulates a mouse press for you automatically. You just set it to
Okay.
span the left mouse button. We could sit over there and play SpongeBob or something.
Nice. So we're gonna kind of cheese that ending because we're too lazy. So
Yeah,
that'll be a thing we do.
yeah.
But we will get that ending. But for now, we're gonna get a lot shorter endings. Last time we got the broom closet ending. Is there a part two to the broom closet ending or not?
Apparently, if you keep going back, eventually you'll find the door boarded up. But other than that, no.
Is that an ending?
More of an Easter egg than an ending.
Okay. The narrator just gets tired of it.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
that's fine though.
So we're going to try to do some endings. We're not going to try to do particularly the longest ending in the game. We're
Yeah.
not doing that. No. No, thank you. We're
Yeah.
good.
We're just gonna try to finish up the rest of the normal endings, I guess, or at least the ones that
We'll
look
finish
interesting.
up the rest of the normal endings.
Yeah.
If we can.
At least the ones that aren't too
let's get
difficult
the
to
show
get.
on the road.
Alright. What time is it? Does anyone truly know? Of course I don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can, and I still don't really know you, and you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable, but if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. That was not ominous at all.
Yeah, no.
Skipping dialogue. Also there is one more ending.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, Very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay then.
What ending was that?
Reluctant ending, I think is what people call it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you live streaming?
Yes.
Oh, if I stop coughing.
It's fine. We have colds, so we're gonna be coughing this season and sniffling and... Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, they're not feeling the best, so if you're coughing and joke, then it's...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It is what it is.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And just for clarification, I'm not where they're at.
Let me see, what was that passcode? We're gonna try to do the ending where you enter the passcode on the keypad before the narrator says it. Thank goodness for this chart. Here it is. 2845. Not going into it. Not going into it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think there's another ending in the boss's office you can get to.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
should we try
office,
to get...
hoping he... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back
No,
on
let's
track.
not do this. Let's do the original.
Okay, okay.
Welcome back to the Easter egg.
Coming
we'll
to a
just ignore that.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, we won't do that today. I do think there is a... Yeah, there is another ending. What is it? 2845.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, great elevator music.
Oh dear.
I could look.
Oh, beautiful.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Was that an ending?
Oh, okay, well, it's not an ending, it's just a... Oh, it's not actually a... Okay, well, hey, there is another ending this way.
Okay.
Okay, so... Straight left. Elevator, okay. I see what I'm gonna do, okay.
This place don't look ominous.
Yep. This might take a little while, by the way. Okay, down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the
Oh
nature
man,
of
this
his
is gonna
job.
take a little while.
Why did he feel this now, when for years
much?
it had never occurred
What
to
are you
him?
trying to do?
This question would not go
We have to go
unanswered
up and
for
down in
long.
the elevator multiple times. Alright, up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
How many times we gotta do this?
You have to go up and down. Well, you have to go up and then down 3 times.
Oh, okay.
What?
It gave us an ending a while ago.
I don't know why. You won't let me go back down.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Okay, so you had to endure his commentary. What?
Is there an ending where this Ash gets
Now
that?
he's getting back into the elevator and
Didn't
going
we get
down
one
again.
where he just
Ladies and
died or
gentlemen,
something?
how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I think we did, but
Probably.
he wasn't gone for very long. Oh, we went up and down once. Now we're up and down twice.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the
People
elevator.
actually watching this.
I can't
think
even
this
begin to
game's
grapple with what might be up
rigged.
there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is
Oh, I
killing
told my
me.
cousins to find you a YouTube channel.
You told them to watch it.
Yeah. I told them we're doing the Stanley parable.
Oh, great. Come on. Oh, man, we have to walk over there again. What's he have to say this time?
Oh my God. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
What is this? Okay. I love the
Okay.
sarcasm here. The narrator's dialogue is really what makes this game good.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Oh.
The narrator of the game puts you on. You know it's bad.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Master Stanley. So great. Okay, I bet we're gonna get some good
Of
dialogue this
course.
time.
Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
This narrator's gonna beat us after this.
Yes.
He's just gonna beat Stanley.
This is gonna be
Oh.
great. Nothing? He says nothing? That's even better.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and
No.
slow?
No.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the
This
very
is one of
moment
those
that
weird
things get
endings.
started.
Yeah.
Where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you, which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact
Stanley
you have
is
on
the
them.
narrator.
This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Do you have a Starface thing happening here?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
What?
That's this human being, how I did it at the pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. Great.
Wow.
Stan, all eyes on Stanley live on stage. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. The storyteller Stanley reveals all in his new book. Oh, that's great. Even with world peace, baby. Okay.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
World's first sentient machine. There's no item there, so. Stay away from the Stanley Parable Stanley Great. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. Oh, doing great. Oh, that's so bad.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
Break a leg champ, your boss, Stanley. Oh. Break a leg champ. I love the way you ride elevators. Story. Stanley, me,
Wow.
at age 6. Wow.
Somebody actually wrote that. on the
Up
wall.
again, down again for Stanley's story. Oh, my goodness, we need a cat cam.
Boo.
Cookie. Oh, James, we need to have a cat cam.
Yes.
We need to have a cat
How's your
cam
mama
so
name
bad. Oh, she's doing better. Still look adjusted.
What about Sean?
Oh, he's better. The dude
He's
who
better.
came up with pizza? I think the dude
Wow.
who came up with pizza is probably long dead. There probably isn't a single person who came up with pizza.
I can Google it later.
I'm sure pizza's one of those things, you know. Oh, wow.
Lights.
Up, down, the left. Down, the left, and down, the left again. Oh, wow. What? Wow. Ouch.
We don't even get to hear the speech. That's
Evidently,
cold.
evidently not. Okay, Jim, let's try to get the computer and then.
If we can find all the computers.
Yeah, let me, how do you say cheat, but in a nice way?
Google.
True.
US.
You must approach the computers, find each location below, click on one, click once on them in this order. Let's restart the game between each input. What? Restart the game
What?
between each input. Oh, that
Huh?
sounds painful. Okay. Basically, we need to find each computer,
All of his co-workers were
click on
gone.
it,
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
restart
memo.
the game, find the next one, restart the game again. Here we go, 419. On this 419, boom.
There was one back there. There was one back there.
Yeah. So, approach the computer, find each location below. Click once on them in this order as well as restart the game between each input. Okay, begin the game again. Now I need to find S423.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let me see if I can find a more detailed. Essential preventing the heaven ending, the lows of this blah 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 blah. Click the input on the computer, this order. Turn the game between each time. Okay. Ah, okay. Wait, so... Oh, okay. Okay, I'm kind of confused, but I think I understand it. So, we do employee 419, now I need to find employee 423. Click on that computer, restart the game again. 421, 424, 423, okay. So see now there's one bar. Click again, now there's two. Restart the game again. Yikes. Now I need to go to the secretary's office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Let me see, does
Perhaps
it
he had
still
simply
say...
missed a memo.
Oh. Off now, interesting. I need to go to the
When
secretary's
Stanley
room.
came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How in the world would you figure this out? I mean, I guess this is supposed to be a
Yet there was
difficult
not
ending.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ha!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
4?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Aha,
room.
424.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No
Back.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
Okay. Only one more, James.
Except this guy's getting it.
And it's ours this time. See that? Isn't that cool?
Nice.
Welcome, Stanley, to heaven.
Heaven has a lot of colorful Skittles.
Kind of hurts
Nice.
my brain.
Colorful Skittles.
Love it.
Oh,
Can I eat
they're
them?
buttons, James. They're buttons.
We don't gotta press
You
all
get
of
it?
these, do we?
Because Stanley's job It's... No, do I have to press all the buttons?
Press button.
Well, I wonder what happens if I
Huh.
press all the buttons.
Probably can't.
Okay, let me cheat and see. What happens if I... Is there anything that happens if I press all the buttons? James, do you hear what they're chanting?
What?
Do you hear what the guys in the background are chanting?
No.
Let me turn the volume up.
I hear it, but I can't make it out.
They're saying push the buttons. But when I look away,
Is there an ending?
this is an ending apparently. Okay, let's get out of here.
Okay.
That was kind
We'll
of
come
fun.
back to that ending.
They press all the buttons, so.
I'm not gonna press all the buttons. I'm not that different. Nothing happens.
They cheated.
Apparently nothing, there's no information on it, so I guess nothing happens if you did that. Okay, let's see, what should we do next?
What endings can we get next?
Let me see, oh, here we go, there's an ending if you go to the boss's office.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Why
the
is it
dialogue was different.
Why did you tell me to go to the meeting room?
When
Okay.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, I'm gonna go to the meeting room. You just told me to go to the
This
meeting
was
room.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wait, what?
Meeting room was the other way.
That is the meeting room.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, okay, the dialogue was different, but it is the meeting room. Okay. That's weird, though.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an aunt. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. So what do I need to do exactly? You're responsible for enter and leave. Okay. Enter and leave. Oh, boss's office. Okay, make sure all the doors are closed. All the doors closed.
Okay, I think we all...
Ooh, nice. Oh, what? Whoa. What? Stand over here. Oh, I think that might actually be a
That's
bug.
not... What?
Whoa. Oh, look. What? Ensure your doors behind will be open and put in the... What in the world? Hello? So yeah, now this door's open. Now what? Escape? Okay. Okay, well. So yeah, now all the doors are open. Since we did that.
That's creepy.
That's creepy. Yep, this is freaky. Okay. This is normal. What are the cats doing back there? I should probably... Did that light just turn on? Okay. Well... Are you creeped out by the ominous black? I
Yes.
don't want to go in there. Apparently, I have to go in here.
Looks like we...
Okay. You are now leaving. Hey, James, the narrator's been gone the whole time.
Just run, Patrick.
It's a
Run.
red door. Escape pod bay 4760. Hey, wait. Wait, what? That's the... This is the window I jumped out with that one really weird ending. But now there's glass here, and that door's closed. Looks like a replica.
Don't ask questions, just
And
run.
that clock has no hands on it. Okay.
Stop asking questions.
Just run.
Alright. You're now escape pod bay 4760. Interesting. What? James, it's the same room. Okay. It's the same room. Okay. How many Stanleys are there? Okay, yep. This is not creepy. I'm not creeped out at all.
What?
I don't like where that's
Going.
Me neither.
Oh, I think we found the trickiest ending in the game.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
Imagine they just changed something out of nowhere for one of these floors. Just to be creepy. This is a creepy ending. What?
I don't have a feeling we're gonna get jump scared at some point.
Oh, I hope not. Escape pod launch bay. What does that say? When the escape pod will initiate a relay. Once triggered, cannot be disabled or pause. Something. Both the narrator and player must be present in order for escape. Something. Play out. Ended. Proceed, do not proceed. Well, we don't have the narrator. Escape.
Oh, I hate this ending.
Yeah. How long do I have to keep walking? Okay.
I don't want to know.
I don't think that was an escape pod. Uh,
Okay.
okay then. Moving on, let's see if I can find another ending.
Probably
Okay.
one not so creepy this time.
Yeah. I did all those, did that one. Wait. Oh, we did not do that one. Okay.
Which one?
Yeah, I found one second.
Okay.
The one in the cargo area.
What ending are you trying to figure out?
Some called recording ending, but maybe I misunderstood what the chart is saying. Ah, here we go. Okay, here we go.
All of his co-workers
There
were
we go.
gone.
Alright, I
What could
found
it
it.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It has a different name on the chart than it has on the,
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the
The
meeting
actual
room, and
article
Stanley
itself.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Come on, come on,
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What do we got to do here?
You can also... Apparently we can get down there somehow. But I'm not understanding what this is saying.
Maybe if we go to the platform.
Apparently it's easier to do if you've done the extra content thing, because it unlocks something that makes it easier. Left of the cargo to jump down the box below from it. You also walk behind the box. Up to the... and fall in the boxes. Move to right into the left or bottom. Ah, I don't think I understand. Oh. Oh. Huh. Well, that wasn't so hard.
What does that say?
It's just a loading screen. The end is never the end, is what it says.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Well, there's your narrator, guys. It's just a tape recorder.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Really, does he just reset the game now? He does. Oh, that's hilarious.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. I think we're
What
going
other
to
ending?
pretty close to... I mean, there are some more endings, but I think there are. Yeah, we've done that. Not going to do that one.
Which one?
The 4 hours one.
No.
Did that one. Haven't done that one, but I don't think we can do that one yet. Can't do that one yet either. James, I think we have to go. I think we need to go to the new content now.
Oh, guys. Getting the new content a lot earlier than I thought we would, so.
Yeah.
Let's go to the new content.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Oh, I think we did get that one. We got that one.
Wait, which two endings can we not do?
What? No, it's just one. I think we've already done the rest of these. But let me just read for a minute. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, never mind. There is one more thing we can do. At least one more.
okay.
But let's knock this one out.
Okay. How many endings will this make?
I don't know a lot.
There's no way we're in somewhere in the 30s.
Well, I think you'll see. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, fine.
Here we go.
So, everybody tell me
Wait, Stanley
your
thought to
favorite
himself.
college
Am I
football
sure
team.
that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Well, look, right.
No, no,
you're
the
right.
orders were still missing.
I see.
For now.
What's happening?
What? Its dialogue is different sometimes. It's weird. Huh. The door didn't close. Okay, well. Gonna ignore that.
When
Okay.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is gonna be interesting. Well, hopefully it's gonna be an interesting one.
Yet there was not a
What's
single
in the
person here either.
We have to go to the
Feeling a
mind
wave
control
of
room.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Wait, is
boss's
this the
office.
press all the buttons one?
No.
Here's the door, just go.
Oh, that's hilarious. He just opens it for us. Because of that thing we did that one time, last time. I wonder if he has more dialogue from here too. Here's the door, just go. That's funny.
Watch him block off the elevator.
Oh look, James, it skipped the little sequence of going down the shaft. Isn't that funny? Oh,
Nice.
did the elevator just break? Oh, did not. Oh no. Oh, I did not mean to do
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why
Oh,
did
no.
Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to
And we
find
get this
out.
ending now.
that. Oh, dude. I did not mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. Oh.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Okay, thank you.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
What if that is that Donald
Surely
different?
this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wait. Okay, apparently do it just right. Yes.
What did you do?
Aha!
You fell.
You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
Wow. Well, give me a second. I'm gonna blow my nose and I need to mute my microphone.
Okay.
Take it.
Oh, okay.
Take that. Take that Mucinex.
And this time, take the Mucinex. It's got some gas in it.
Ah,
Okay, I'm better now.
Good now.
I'm good now. Let's go through that door.
Stanley had never seen the office this
Are
brightly
we
lit.
back on track?
Was it a sign of something? He
Brightly
hoped
lit.
it was. He hoped very much that it was.
It's exactly the same as it always is. What's he talking about? Huh. Oh, hey James, we could try to get the achievements once we finish all the endings.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hey, close door so I can get in there, please. Okay, evidently not. Oh man. Oh well. New content. What?
So this is the new content.
This is new content. I paid a whole like $5 extra to get the new content.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
This is excellent.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
The elevator would move.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yes. Which way should I be facing? The annoying
I
double-sided
have to say,
elevators.
initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Ah, here we go. The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
Can I unplug it? Please somebody can unplug it. That would be a tasteful and a hilarious reference to the other thing in the game.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I can jump! James, look, I'm jumping!
Okay.
Now if I can get a rhythm, I can get this done pretty quick. What? What? Man. Well? Okay.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks, just you and me having a great time together like always.
This is gonna be my thumbnail.
What do you say, friend?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good thing I got it. Okay. Everything's normal, right?
Everything's questionable.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Alright, look, if I just can line myself up perfectly, you can pretend it's normal, right?
Yeah.
So,
I think we found another creepy ending.
I guess.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Can I go over here first, please?
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine.
Okay,
You're
okay.
a dog. Oh, never mind. You're not a dog.
A dork, anyway. Wow, thank you. Coffee milk. Okay. Getting some Half-Life vibes here.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
James, is this just Skyrim?
Go for it.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Okay.
We get attacked by dragons. It's this thing's fault.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
2013. Stanley Parable. By the narrator 2013, wow. Mind control facility, Stanley Parable. I remember. What was it? Memory Zone. Interesting. The original remake? Oh yeah, I guess because technically it was a mod for Half-Life 2 first, then it became a game.
What do you mean?
Well, way back when this thing was first made, it was a mod for Half-Life 2.
The Stanley Parable?
Yeah.
Why was that a mod for? Okay.
Well, I mean, it wasn't exactly a professional thing. soundtrack.
Okay.
Mob because it happened. Memory lane. James! James, look!
$2 bill.
It's a... Does this
A
remind you of
$1
anything?
bill.
Does this remind you of anything?
Yes.
$1.
We don't talk about it.
And the paint's white too. British Academy Award, yep, nominee. New video game releasing today. Creators possibly down to earth. We first go from Stanley, blah blah. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll more. Okay. Pushing.
You know, the mind control stuff kind of does make sense.
For Half-Life 2.
Well, I mean, it's not like supposed to be in the same universe or anything. It's just, you know, they use the game's engine, so the in assets and stuff, to make it easier to like, rather than building it from scratch, you know. That's why people do stuff like that.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
Persona 3,
It's no games
really?
at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
An hour of new elevator content. Look at all these random pictures. Nostalgic, tasteful, is good, wow. Minecraft? I thought for certain there was a level in the original Stanley Parable where there's Minecraft. I thought I remember seeing that. I wonder if they had to take it out. And then that's why they replaced it with, what was that? Firewatch.
Replaced it with what?
Firewatch, that was what that game was. In that one ending we got the other day?
Yeah. Oh, the one where the narrator basically said, "Screw you."
Yeah. If you don't like my game, here's a different game. I thought at one point it was Minecraft, but I could be wrong.
I think I remember
Here's
seeing when I
another
watched
moving
the
passage,
match.
this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Okay, can we...
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh,
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I don't know. Oh, hey, I remember this thing. It was in the elevator scene, remember? Does it work?
Yeah.
Of course it doesn't work. The ones in Half-Life 2 worked, I don't know why. Okay.
Give me my soda.
What?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't
Wow.
even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Indeed.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Collection of reviews.
From Steam.
Oh dear.
That's messed up.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Profound insights? Okay.
Okay, we'll go with it.
I've somehow missed all those. Oh, I think, is that
Yeah,
track in the... Huh.
I missed them too. Maybe we need to reload. Hear me.
Yeah. You don't have to play it and see. It's funny.
Huh?
Oh, look, here's a positive one. I love how he only reads the negative ones.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. But dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
There's another positive review. The Stanley Parable actually has very good reviews on Steam.
Really?
I think so.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Yes, I do too.
A skip button?
Same.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
To be honest, I would actually kind of like to have a skip button sometime. I had thought about that before. I did not know this was a thing.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
Let's see what it has to say.
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change.
Here we go.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Yes, sir.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
No.
A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before.
Now we have to go.
I swear there was. Where did it
I
go?
kinda do want to press
Can you
it.
maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that's just
you know what this
how
game
it's
needs? A
always
skip
been, right?
button.
Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening.
Wow.
I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed.
Hold on, before you hit the
Not the
skip
outcomes,
button
not
this
the
time, let me
story.
say
None
something.
of that matters anymore.
Yeah.
I'll give it all up. I'll give up every
Hey, narrator.
branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more
What's
than
he
anything,
saying?
is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need...
Okay, I'm skipping.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to
We shut this
subside,
guy up.
what took its
I
place
wish.
is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever
My fist
experienced
is
my
my fist.
entire life.
Button for
All
this
of
guy's
them
face.
collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart.
What did you do?
It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust
I need to feel like I'm doing
simultaneously.
something.
I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular
Oh, yeah,
outcome
yeah,
of events, not if
Okay.
all events.
Is he dead? He's not talking.
Good.
I guess he's dead. Did he die?
I'm fine with that.
I heard a noise. Maybe that was you. Is he gone? How many years has it been? It went from like 15... It's going exponentially, I think. It's probably been multiple years now. Okay. The smoke alarm is beeping now. Well, if he's still alive, he's gonna be driven insane. The clock fell off the wall. And it stopped ticking.
Like, how did the fire alarm get in there in the first place?
I think it was always there. That thing's gotta have one good battery to last that long.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was
What?
meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where
No.
are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little
Where is it?
thumbs-down
Yeah,
review and make all of their pitiful demands.
I like
But
the
then,
narrator
he's
better
talking
when
too
he-
much,
yeah.
they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of a...
Get it?
James? The skip button
Yeah?
is broken. Oh, okay, it's not broken. Oh, thank goodness. I thought the skip button was broken for a minute. He's just quiet again. Oh, I heard a drip.
Nice.
Yeah, I heard it. Oh. It's dripping.
Okay.
There's water dripping right here.
Nice.
Okay, well,
I wonder what ending this will be.
You know, Stanley is really mean. He could literally grab this ladder and fashion it into a pickaxe. In like a
That's
few
the wrong
hours.
game, Packer.
I mean, like, you know. But no, he just sits here. The narrator who has, like, the ability to do anything is instead just sitting here for no reason.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
Nope.
is never the
Nope.
end, is never
Nope.
the end, is
Nope.
never the end, is
Nope.
never the end.
Nope. Look at that. Water's coming down pretty good now.
Do what?
Water's coming down pretty good now. Oh, I think that's a
What is
pipe.
this room?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, in real life, probably, well, I don't know. The pipes do burst. And it probably would not take that long. I mean, it depends on how long the button's doing now. Ooh. Narrator, are you not gonna talk about how there's like hope for escape now and stuff?
Do what?
So narrator, are you not gonna talk about how there's a hope for escape now?
I think the narrator's legitimately dead this time.
Okay.
Just
He's gonna
saying.
be back again. Oh. Well. That's
Okay.
nice. Can I jump and grab? Oh yeah, you can't jump.
What was the jump button?
Space. Narrator. Look, narrator, there's plants now. And a tree that's begun to grow.
The narrator's done give up.
Yeah. Oh no. What happened? Why are the plants dead? Do I hear a siren?
I don't.
I hear ominous noises.
Let's get out of here.
We can't. Just go forward in time. I heard a screeching noise,
Okay,
James. There's a screeching noise out there.
I don't want to know. Just hit the skip button.
I'm hitting the skip button. Oh,
Wait a minute. Go back.
James.
Where are we, Patrick?
The middle of the desert.
Hey,
I think the apocalypse happened and we were stuck in time. So that's great. Can I hit the skip button again? James, the skip button's broken.
I think this is what we had to do.
Okay.
So, Stanley Parable is in the desert. Nice.
Well, it was in the desert earlier because there were plants. What was that?
Okay. Well, the extra content was interesting.
There, Patrick.
That was interesting, but I think there's more. Wait, small room. Okay, skip button and then. Oh, here we go. Okay. We can
All
go
of
through
his
the door then.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Huh. New content. That's hilarious.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Are you concerned about his sanity, James? 'Cause that was not brought up before, I don't think. Maybe it was. I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
I'm concerned about his sanity. Very much so.
Yes.
You talking about me?
No.
Wow.
Okay, he doesn't say anything. James, I'm very worried.
You see,
here.
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Testing 2 printers at the same. Okay. Well,
What?
there's a thing that said testing 2 printers at the same time. Investor showcase. Okay.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
I scream, I still want my soda.
James, the vending machine still don't work. I don't like it. Terrible. Off painting? What is this?
What is that?
It's a screenshot of Windows. It's a very bad screenshot of Windows with a weird painting. Okay. Okay, I'm just not gonna ask any questions.
Nope.
This is very creative. I'll give him that.
Fair enough.
This is interesting. Just the 2 of us, we can make every choice, 2 of us. Wow. Okay.
I think the narrator's gonna become obsessed with Stanley.
I think he lost his sanity in that the thing that happened that we don't talk about because he might snap and start going on a nurse rampage.
You mean the skip button ending?
Yeah. I think he might be, vengeful. What's that say?
Imagine if he heard us say skip button ending.
I can't read that. Oh man. Oh well. We're back 2 doors. Hold Dustin. New. Wow. Cool red section. Oh, that's funny. Better, more, better, blah, 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 blah. The color red. Paradigm shifter. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. So, slideshow. Okay. Yep, moving on.
I think the narrator's lost.
2 Stanleys. Oh dear, he's completely lost it.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Okay. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Asylum 2, Doom 2, Madden, Dark Souls. Okay. Crab, the ultimate sequel. What? Okay.
No.
What does that mean? That's gotta be a reference to something I don't get. Meeting at 2 p.m.? Oh my goodness, it's so bad. This way to a show floor, great. New features! What new features? New content! What new content? Oh, hello, Dickie. Okay.
Yippee.
Tippy, what are you doing in there, you goober? Okay.
Here
Yippee
we
wants.
are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Is there a skip button?
Well,
Is that a giant Stanley? Yep,
looks
it's
like
a giant
it.
Stanley. Stanley Parable. Oh, I've heard of this. Merch.
What?
Let's
Merch.
see. That's funny.
Hey, I wonder if
I
they got
saw the
hats.
new content.
Hear me.
What?
I said I wonder if they got hats.
They got hats. Actually, I don't
Yes.
see any. No, I don't see shirts. Hey, wait a minute, there's a QR code there. I wonder if it works. I bet it does.
What QR code?
Don't you
Oh.
see it?
That QR code, yep.
Come on. Well, come on, phone, you vibrated. Don't you see it?
Are you actually trying to do that?
Come on, phone.
It says, how about no?
Phone, why are you not working? Come on.
Probably because it's not a real QR code.
Oh, yes, it's real.
What is it?
It just brings me to Stanley Parable 2 website.
Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh, it's a YouTube video too?
Are they actually working on a Stanley Parable, though?
No, it's just a joke. I'm gonna have to look at that
Oh,
website. I'll
okay,
look at
good.
that website later. Please, no screenshots. I'm gonna go in here first. Ooh, maybe, I don't know.
There's no screenshots.
3 new and easy achievements. Get it here. Really? Exit.
Pretty new and easy.
What is this? Expo how to... Dante, why are you behind my monitor? Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Dante, I love you. And then Dippy's attacking him. Okay. Focus.
You're laughing around the monitor, cats.
Jump circle. This one. Really? Huh. James World Champion. If one of you hurts my brand new monitor, I'm going to get you. Oh, I love you, brother.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wander aimlessly. New and easy achievement. Okay. Free achievement. Pull the lever and stream your new achievement. No step. This one. Okay.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise
It's like
it
a
will
very long ending.
You're kidding me. Let me see. Is there a way to get a test achievement? Well, okay, I'm not gonna bother too much. But that's annoying. Oh, sure, if I like... Hey, wait a minute. What is that? There's 3 out of 4 bars lit. I wonder. I thought there's a way to fix that. Maybe I need to find
so you
something
can-
and bring it here? There's gotta be a way to get it.
What else?
You heard
What
him,
other
that was
exhibits
broke.
haven't we seen yet?
Oh, we see the giant Stanley. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Okay. Collect them all. Whoa.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wow.
Okay. Nice. That's it. Okay. Alright, moving on.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Infinite hole, it won't end. Okay.
That's the point of collecting this.
Ooh, what's this? Professional screenshots. Ooh.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I kinda like Get Well Someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Wow. You see,
Or
I also
actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay.
Some amazing little people.
I wonder if I take a screenshot if he says something. Nah. I bet I can't detect if I take a screenshot or not. It'll be funny though. No easy achievement yet? Well, sure. Oh yeah, the infinite hole.
Yep.
The most bottomless of all the bottomless pits. It's the bottomless pit. I butchered that quote. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay. Rim, blah, 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 that, okay. Infinity, okay. More hole, following more science, okay. You just keep, okay.
Is there anything else we gotta do?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Sounds good to me.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One
Oh,
of my
it's
more
nauseating.
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Well, how about I don't?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Check around and see if he's got more dialogue.
I think this is actually an ending. I'm pretty sure it is. I saw it on the chart.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Every pause button is a Roman numeral to us. Is
the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
What?
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
What?
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Okay.
Oh look, he actually did put mostly infinite on the song. Hey, something's happened.
Mostly.
Huh?
This is the part where he comes back and gets us.
Oh.
It's shaking.
So.
The hole isn't anything.
The hole is expanding. The lighting effects are not the best.
Oh. Hey,
Yeah?
I'm wearing my new trunk.
Okay, oh, this is hilarious.
That's funny.
Here's a perception. This is great.
What ending is this?
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
What am I listening to?
My head's stronger.
I don't
Now
know.
you're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer
Okay.
using up the space of mine.
What? 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 This is excellent. This is peak game making right here.
Bobblehead
This
Stanley.
is excellent. Doodle Bob Stanley.
Little Bob's no God.
Okay, just cycles. What?
Oh.
What am I watching?
Stanley? Stanley! Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there,
Huh?
drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
What?
You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
He's like, this is revenge. This is revenge for the,
This is revenge.
skip button ending. Yes, is it gonna happen again? What happened now? What is this?
I think we got an ending.
Oh. Okay, well,
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I guess we did everything over there. Let's go over here.
What is it?
Let's go in here first. A whole new office. Red is the new orange. The baby is all grown up.
Wait,
System
go back to the
call-
babies all grown up.
Look,
Oh, God.
yeah. Bankruptcy!
Bankruptcy. Wow.
What was that annoying beeping sound like it? It sounded like it was a message of some sort.
There's got to be a way to cheese that 4-hour ending.
I hope so.
Otherwise, that's going to be real weird.
Ray tracing.
Ray tracing, really. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure that's a message of some sort. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just some sort of Easter egg.
Let me see.
Da, 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 da. 1 second, it's not here yet.
The 999 is a reference to a game. Hear me?
Yeah, but you hear the buzzing sound?
Yeah.
Yeah. 999 is a reference to a game?
Yes.
What game?
Crap, what is it called? I know this because I watch a YouTuber that plays it. Can't think of it right now.
Okay.
Zero Escape.
Okay.
It's a reference. The number, I don't know if it's a reference in this game called Zero Escape. I don't know if 999 was in the original Stanley Parable, but anywhere else, usually 999 is in the video game thing. Going to somehow be a reference to Zero Escape.
Okay.
Zero
Name.
escape is a thing you'd have to look up to understand.
Okay. Apparently,
It's
you
a
get to. So what?
it's a Japanese anime type. Uh, I don't want to say murder mystery or whatever, but it's a something you'd have to look it up to understand it.
Yeah, this would be cool to play in VR. At least in this area.
I could see that.
Because if there is a VR mod I thought about installing.
Of course,
But
there
yeah,
is.
but we have so many actual VR mods to play, you know?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most
You
obvious
just
answer
shit it.
is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
I mean, I can't press buttons.
It would have been funny if they had Patrick there.
They had what?
Patrick.
Patrick. Yeah, I don't know how exactly this is gonna work. I bet it's gonna say your name.
Probably.
Well, I don't know.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim,
Forget everything but
sleeping and
fine
waking
dining
as
and
Jim,
breathing.
falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
What were you saying there?
I said forget everything but fine dining and breathing.
Yes. Imagine if your name actually was Jim.
Yes.
For a split second, I would freak your brain out.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Oh yeah, me too.
One more time.
Okay. Oh, how I wish there was a sprint button.
Let the
Oh,
narrator
there,
hear you.
cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Oh man, that's funny. I'm putting the Jim button away. I'm glad you said that. That was funny.
Do it.
I'm glad you said that. That was funny.
Let's
I
go back
suppose I
and
could
press
allow
it.
only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Oh. Cool. Oh, I don't think I've done here yet. Unless this is the same. Oh, it's the same. Okay. That's new. Can I get up here somehow? Oh. Oh, jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Or you could reset the timer. No jumps remaining. Player 2. Wow.
Wow.
So, let's look at the map. map. The map. A9 was A9. Collectibles. What in there? E was E. Exit. I don't want to go to the exit. 5. That's where we're at right now. This map. Wow.
What?
Semicolon, epilogue. Jump circle. Settings world champion. Haven't gone there yet. So
Settings world champion.
if I go out and left. Wait. Oh, is that what this is? Yeah, we're gonna do the bucket later, because I think the bucket's actually a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
We'll do it today, of course, if we can, but,
Yeah.
oh. Oh, never mind. Apparently, it's something else. I don't see it.
What?
There should be something, like, right here. Or here. Huh.
What about going through that door?
Oh. Oh, I need to get up there on the walkway.
Ah,
Oh, I guess I have to go through the epilogue? Okay, I guess we're going to the epilogue next.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Look. Look.
Oh, hold on.
I think the time skip button made him lose his mind.
Yeah, I think it did. Here we go, settings world champion. Huh? Oh.
He created a whole new game just out of this.
Yep. What? You're kidding me. What if I go into settings, I wonder?
What are you actually trying to do?
See if there's some secret in here that I can do to unlock the
Oh,
thing.
Bendy.
Huh. Well,
Open the door.
oh well, I suppose not. Okay, well,
How do we get that?
I
How
don't
do
know
we
how
get that?
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look it up. Maybe it's actually nothing.
Settings world champion.
Should I look it up real quick? Maybe I should look it up real quick.
Yeah, look it up real quick, just so we don't miss it.
Okay. Apparently it has something to do with the achievement.
What achievement?
Set all setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. No. No,
Huh?
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
What in the world?
What?
Well, okay, I mean, if you want to do that, we can.
What do you have to do for it?
You have to set all the settings. Is it just the sliders? It's just the sliders. Okay, maybe that's not that bad. Apparently,
What do
getting
we
the
have to do?
achievement, then the door will open. Alright, James, just remember you asked for this.
Ask for what?
This. Alright, put that at 72. Alright, I have that at 6. Okay. So that's supposed to be 80? I can hold it down. Yeah. Okay, that's a lot better. You made me do this, James. You made me.
Made you do what?
You made me do it. This. Oh, this is gonna take a long time. I have to reset the slide. I have to set the sliders to every possible value. Every single slider in all the settings.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This
Whoa.
is the story of a man named
Oh,
Stanley.
okay.
We should put.
Okay, that did it.
This
I thought there was going to be some dialogue for doing this achievement. They were working on it. That would have been fun.
Would have been like, you're really messing with the settings for this.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, if I do make another game, we should be the narrators.
Oh.
You can be the British dude.
I'll be the annoying one.
Okay, sounds good.
How many sliders are there to set?
A bunch, it looks like. Oh boy.
Okay.
These aren't sliders, are they?
I don't think
Oh, take it, guys. No, surely they won't count this. I don't see any more sliders.
I say more sliders.
You said something about the accessibility menu, but these are just tiles. Oh. Okay.
Watch him be like the broke the settings.
Hey, I got it. Well, alright. We open now? Oh, I probably have to reset. Oh, no, there you go. Great job, you did it.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, that was fun. Alright, James, I think I know how we need to end this live stream.
Oh.
I've heard a rumor of this thing, and now we get to see it in person. The Stanley Parable 2 Reassurance Bucket.
Reassurance bucket.
Yes.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
What time is it? How much longer do I have? Oh, it's late. Well, anyways, here's the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Yeah.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I'll show you where I can glitch down into here. Those chairs were placed there for a reason. I believe it. Come on.
What?
Oh well, I glitched my way up onto that ledge. So James, you know how I told you there were 43 endings?
Yeah.
So when you're holding the bucket, every ending is different.
What?
Yeah. The bucket changes everything. Absolutely every single ending, if I'm not mistaken.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
How does that work?
Yeah. I think like pretty much all the dialogue in the game is different, not when you're holding the bucket.
Okay.
So, I think we've explored everything here. Let me go look at the map real quick and make sure. Yep. So we looked at everything in here. Now,
You didn't hear me, did you?
yes, I heard you.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Oh yeah, I need to blow my nose again. I'll be right back. James, entertain the people.
Hello, people. So we're doing several endings of the
Stanley Parable. This is a very long Stanley Parable. I guess. Yeah. Are we good now?
Alright, I'm back. Okay.
Are we good now?
Yep, I'm good now. Whew,
Okay.
that's a lot better. Hey. Oh. So
what do we do with
what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say,
I
let's
can feel
do
it
an
in my
experiment.
soul.
I'll
If I
arrange
had
these new
one.
features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
What is that?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it, No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay. Oh, yes. It's good. Don't you think Jameson is good?
Nice.
Huh.
Oh, did it reset the settings, by the way?
No.
This is the story of a man
No.
named Stanley.
Is it different?
Stanley worked
Oh,
for a
look,
company
the
in a
balloons.
big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So now we need to get the bucket somehow. Oh, here's the bucket, look. So James, yeah, every single ending is going to be different
Stanley
now.
picked up the bucket.
Oh, hello, Cookie. James, we really need a cat cam right now because they're playing like on my desk. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Oh my goodness, what? It is so bad.
Stanley
Here, let's-
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Which ending should we do to demonstrate the power of the bucket?
Doing is right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
This is excellent.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
The bucket is never off.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay? And let's do the red door.
Good.
ending.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not
impersonating the
question
bucket.
why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this
Hey, how do we
obvious
do what the
fact.
bucket says to
He
do?
was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the
Yeah.
bucket asked.
Let's do that.
That'll work.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Okay,
Stanley
Bucket.
once again obeyed blindly.
Yes, Mr. Bucket.
Now pick up the phone,
Said the bucket.
pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Okay.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Buttons. What is that? The beige pages? Oh, that's so bad. I'll play the demo.
Pages. Okay.
Where's the bucket? I'm gonna lose it without my bucket. What? Okay, I'm not gonna ask questions. There are things I can click. Apparently not. So,
How many endings did we actually get?
oh, my goodness, I'm an idiot. There's the bucket. You probably got about 20 something, I guess. Hello, Stanley, it's me, your bucket. Press J to make me work with you. Take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Okay. But, why is everything slightly the wrong color? Moving. Oh, bucket. Press N to take me back home with you. Interesting.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me.
Bucket.
It's just a bucket.
Bucket.
It can't think. It can't talk.
Guys.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
And
That's
that would be
it.
well.
It doesn't do anything else.
Fine. Don't listen to the loud man. Press N first to go back home. Oh, H.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is this awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Oh.
The bucket was your idea.
Press Z to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Oh, that's great.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
This ending is so much better than I thought. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press U to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Okay. Try to relive this same day with me over and over. Sure.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
I don't know, man. That's my job. I'm Stanley. I'm supposed to be one that's obsessed.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
Okay, this is getting
Perhaps
weird.
if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Yeah, this is getting a little weird. Okay, this is getting weird.
Let's just finish out the ending.
Okay. Does the clock have a time on it yet? 13. Okay. Oh, probably 2013.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it,
Close your
or I'll...
eyes. Is that it? Go back to work, Stanley. Okay, so, yeah.
The bucket is weird.
Yeah. But yeah, there are a bunch more endings we can do now that we have all that stuff unlocked.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do the outro because it's late.
How long have we been doing this?
2 hours. And, what? Is it going to be red for the rest of? I guess so. 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many endings did we get?
Oh, I did not count.
Well, look it up and let me know by next time.
Oh. That would take a lot of time. But, yikes.
Huh?
That took a long time. I think really, it just took the ones we did just took a while.
You don't think we got like 20 endings, do you?
I think total. I mean, not today, obviously, but 23 live streams, we probably did get about 20. And I can count
Yeah.
real quick. So let's see.
We can count off live stream if you want.
You go ahead and do the outro and I'll count.
All right, guys, this has been James and Patrick with more of the Stanley Parable. We're trying to figure out how many endings we've actually completed. And we'll try to come back to you guys with a solid number for the Stanley Parable. And this is apparently the Stanley Parable 2 ? Route thing.
Yeah.
I think we've done around
This game is
20.
confusing. This game is confusing, and we'll be back with it. All right, this has been James from Fourth Wall Review and Patrick Shadow. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content.